like logic, right? The left side of the brain is more considered male energy, whereas like the creative side or the right side of the brain, that's more feminine. And that's totally okay. I'm super creative, but I also work out. I got facial hair. You know, the list could go on, but it's sort of your yin and your yang principle. If you sort of look at that symbol and what it means, the more you'll start to understand what's healthy, what's not. Um, so yeah, that's the third eye chakra. This right here, this is my solar plexus chakra. And actually, guys, because I hadn't had enough crystals that were different from the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, I sort of use this as both. I mean, I actually forgot this was in here because it's been a while since I've used these. I've been moving. I just unpacked them. Um, but yeah, I cut up $1 and put it in this bag. So this is for my sacral chakra. I'm sorry, solar plexus and sacral chakra. Um, it's just, man, I'll get into that at another time. And I have other chakra bags here as well. Um, but let's see here. Oh, this one was originally sort of my crown chakra, guys. But um, I sort of modified it for the sole purpose of psychic awareness and abilities. So that's sort of what this became more of. Um, and then this one was just a culmination of other crystals. Looks like for sort of healing. So if I were to be healing myself or others, you know, I would try to make sure I have this bag on me. And again, something like this, I can actually just hold in my palm, and you know, really start to feel it. And when it comes to crystals and how you sense them, I mean, we have more than five senses. You know, science shows that we have about 23 senses. So, you know, aside from how it looks to you, if you think it's pretty or unique, you know, what we actually feel, if we're more in tune and inclined, we can actually feel their vibration, you know. Um, so the more we're able to sense these, the more the benefits start to shine. So for all you naysayers out there, whether you're ignorant or arrogant, however may you, the reason why you bought a crystal, there's probably a few different reasons, but if you bought crystals in the past, haven't felt anything, that could be number one. You bought something that was fake. You know, I mean, if you go just on Amazon or Alibaba or someplace, or even in the Walmart, guys, those crystals are not real, especially in a Walmart or any of like those big box retailers. They're not real. They're plastic. And when you've been around crystals enough, you can actually tell that it's just plastic. It's not as dense, first of all. It's not as heavy, and just the shine that it's unnatural. It's not just as if you tumbled it, right? Because this right here, this is aquamarine. You can tell it's natural on the side, but on top, it's sort of been tumbled and polished, so it looks smooth. But that's definitely not plastic. I could tell by, you know, how heavy it is and just by, you know, many other factors. So that's a reason. Another reason is you just are not in tune at all. You're not aligned. You're not in tune to that sort of thing. So you're not really going to experience the benefits, right? You know, crystals will affect a lot of people in a lot of different ways, but it's not like a prescription drug that I can prescribe to you, you know, that's going to alter your chemical structure to where you'll feel it. They're just not that way. They're actually, you know, prescription drugs are a low vibration tool. You know, unless you're just like that sick. I mean, I don't get vaccinated. I don't take prescription drugs. The worst I'll do is take something over the counter for my allergies, and that's just if crystals and herbs and other supplements just aren't doing the job that season, then I'll drag my feet to the store, you know, and pick up, you know, some type of over the counter, you know, something for my allergies. But man, like I was actually getting prescribed stuff because my allergies were so bad. And over time, I'm not cured from it, but I've been able to heal it, which is a lot easier to cope with. And it's not going to take years off my life or make me feel bad, you know, or sleepy or anything like that. So, you know, I was able to heal my mom with herbs and crystals. You know, she actually wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for that. So, you know, again, I'm not saying it's going to cure anything, but if you do give it the chance and you do raise your vibration and become more in tuned or attuned, depending on how you look at it, the more you're going to experience those benefits. You know, the more influence you're going to have over your life versus other people and events and your environment influencing you. So it's all about just raising your vibration, you know, operating at the highest frequency that you can, and you know, just becoming progressive. I mean, just genetically, we're sort of on a decline as humans. So it's more important for us today to become more spiritual than physical because of where we're headed, you know, as a society and just as mankind. You know, now we can still be physical beings, but we're not going to be the giants that existed in the past, you know, at least not naturally. So, you know, fortunately, crystals, herbs, you know, these are things that are natural and are going to provide us much more benefit in the long term too, you know. So this isn't a shortcut. I don't want you to think that, oh, I can just go buy a crystal and boom, I'll be a millionaire tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. Nothing works like that, you know. Even the bodybuilders, for those who can sort of relate to fitness, you know, those bodybuilders who are taking, you know, anabolics and stuff, I mean, it's not overnight for them either. It's not just, you know, something that, boom, they start taking it and then all of a sudden they're winning competitions and, you know, they're behemoths. It takes them a lot of hard work, a lot of consistency. They have to alter their diet, alter their mindset as well. And that's how they're able to achieve those results. So crystals, again, they work the same way, but it's natural. And so, you know, some years ago, researchers and, you know, board members and stuff were actually trying to ban spinach from collegiate sports. Spinach. Why? Because Popeye. Because, you know, Popeye the Sailor Man, like I said, there's fact in all of this stuff if you look hard enough for it. So that's because science found that spinach actually has the same effects to sports and performance that anabolic steroids had. So they were actually trying to ban it. Like, how can you ban someone from consuming vegetables? It's crazy, but it's there. So, but spinach is it's so common. Like everybody knows spinach, and a lot of people, especially if you're in America, will know about Popeye. But not a lot of people will know about some of the more rare herbs and stuff that are out there. So that's also something I'm into. I take 28, 29 different herbs on a daily basis, and that's able to heal me from my long and strenuous workouts, heal me from the long, strenuous days that, you know, pollution and other people, like the environment, you know, all types of radiation. It heals me from that. And on top of that, guys, it advances me. It propels me forward. So not only am I able, if I start out down here, I'm able to become balanced out, but it also gets me ahead. So that's why I try to incorporate a lot of this stuff into my life, because I'm always trying to get ahead, you know. And for a lot of people out there, you know, whether you think you're crazy, Which in that case, if you can admit that you're crazy, you're not crazy. That's a fun fact for you. Or like for me, I have severe anxiety. Um, it used to be in the form of like social anxiety, but over time I realized I'm not socially anxious. Just I am empathic, and I'm so empathic to the point to where I do become anxious because I can feel everyone's energy. And it's like what they're saying and how they're smiling at you is not the same energy that they're propelling towards you. So, like if you become more aware of that stuff, or even if you're just naturally aware of it, um, you have to do something else to maintain balance. Now I can sort of go more into public places, even though I prefer not to, simply for the fact that